Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the T-Files, episode 27. Another episode, they just don't stop, do they? Okay, today we're talking to you guys about the djembes. You don't actually pronounce the D, so it's actually djembes. And if for those of you who want to spell it, go to your English class. Okay, so as you can see, Toka, okay, I'm not getting paid for this, I'm really not, no one's paying me, so, okay. These are the brands we keep in stock, is Toka, we get a couple of other brands, but mostly Toka. Now, djembes, we know from previous episode, is an African instrument. Hand carved from some mahogany wood, African preferably. But yeah, that's what we know, okay. But what you don't know, and that's why I'm here, is to give you the lowdown on drums, African drums, djembes. Okay, so firstly, there are different sizes, okay? So different sizes mean different tones. Now, you get a 7-inch all the way up to a 14-inch. And what that means is, let me just show you over here. Okay. That's what they look like, in case you haven't noticed. I'm surrounded by them. They're watching me. Please, someone send help. Okay, so this is the skin, okay? And when you're measuring them, you basically measure from rim to rim. Okay, so from there to there. Can you see that? Alright. And then they're constructed basically either from wood, like I explained, African mahogany or other kinds of African woods, or in special situations such as this tiny little guy. Now this is obviously a 7-inch, so as you can see they go bigger, but this particular one is made from synthetic material, or fiberglass, or glass fiber, whatever you want to call it. So the cool feature about this particular one is, as you can see, it's very light. I could throw it up, but I'll probably damage something. So yeah, very light. Other cool feature is, besides being light, is waterproof, weatherproof, drop proof. You know, it's not gonna crack or break or tear or anything like that, unless you sit on it. But I mean, who's gonna sit on their drum? So yeah, they're more rugged, more longevity wise, they'll last you longer. So yeah, that's synthetic, and then you get the option of wood as well. So that was a 7-inch synthetic, then you get a 7-inch wood. You can see I can't really, it's a little bit heavier. If I throw this, someone will probably die. So as you can see, you can hear that's wood, it's not plastic, synthetic fiberglass. Okay. So this is also 7-inch, right? Also got the skin, and then you'll see this very intricate weaving of rope. Okay, so that allows the head to be tightened. Very old school way, okay? So remember the Africans, they did this, and nothing has changed since. But, has it? I'll show you a bit later. So this particular one is an African mahogany, or sapele, that they've just hand carved. So you can see, and then all the dark places they've just stained or painted black, depending on the company. So as you can see, that is now a 7-inch wood. Alright, so what they generally use for the heads is an African, gosh, just because it's an African drum doesn't mean everything's African, Jared. Okay, anyway, it's a animal skin. Okay, so they either use goat or cow, but most of the time they'll use goat because it's thinner. I know, vegans out there, just pretend you didn't hear that. Okay, just pretend. Alright, so what they do is they soak it in some water, they get it all nice and, you know, flexible, and they take a steel rim and they put it over the head and pull it down with the string to kind of tighten it taut. Once it's dry, that's the sound it makes. So idea. Alright, so that is string design, so djembe style. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is actually a different version. This guy is a 9-inch. Yeah, so 9-inch from there to there. Slightly bigger than that oakie over there. Now, this particular design, okay, it's fiberglass, right, not wood, but you see here, these little guys. They're all around there. Okay, so this is what we call a tunable djembe. Tunable, alright? So inside this little baggie, okay, is an actual spanner. Spanner. And then if I pull this little rubber oakie off, okay, there's a little bolt or nut. Well, a nut connected to a bolt. Okay, and then by tightening that, it creates a tighter tension around the rim, creating the head to go tighter or looser. If you loosen it, you catch the drift, right? Okay, so yeah, that is a tunable djembe, and then the rest are all gonna have the string design like I showed you earlier. Alright, so as you can see on my left and my right, I've got quite a few different options. This guy over here is, I think, an 8-inch, so he's actually smaller than that one. But as you can see, a different design. It's called the Celtic Cross, or Celtic Cross. Alright, okay. And then they go bigger up to 10-inch, which is this baby underneath. And then the one on the floor, which if I pick up now, I'm gonna probably hurt myself. That's a 14-inch, so very cheap. Now, what I'm going to quickly do for you is just so that you have an idea of the sound. I'm probably going to have to do this. Aren't I? Okay, alright. Bear with me while I just bring down the 10-inch here quickly. Okay, so whoa. This is a 10-inch, as you can hear by my groaning. It's very heavy. Okay, so you heard the sound of the 7-inch, I think it was. Now you're going to hear the difference between that and the 10-inch. So I'm not playing hard on purpose because, well, it's going to destroy the microphone on the camera. So we're not going to do that. So much deeper, much heavier, but yeah, you catch my drift. Might as well, while I've got this baby out now, you want to hear the difference between the 14-inch. You can see he completely covers me. That's how big he is. Alright, so I put this big bad boy between my legs. Okay, you get the idea. So, the bigger, the more volume. Duh. Okay, now, what else would you like to know about drums? Djembe drums. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Okay, so you get the different versions: fiberglass and or synthetic, and wood, and then you get the tunable or the stock standard string design, and then the different sizes from 7-inch all the way up to 14-inch. Okay, and they all come with goat heads. Vegans, just close your ears for a second. Goat skin heads. Right. Most of them do come with the synthetic material as well for the heads, but most of the time they'll use goat skin. Okay. Alright, that's it from me on episode 27, and stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Just kidding, I'll probably be talking about something weird, as usual. Until then, guys, keep safe and stay out of trouble. I know it's difficult, but try. Cheers.